In this video, we're going to talk about crystals and different minerals, starting with KLM. And here's a quick little overview list of the crystals we're going to talk about. And this website, crystalage.com, is a really good website that lists all the different types of crystals and minerals as well. So the first crystal we're going to talk about is camerite. So the image on the left is camerite tumbled, and the image on the right is what camerite looks like when it grows in more of a cluster, like an amethyst. So the purple parts of this crystal is the camerite, and the green parts of the crystal is a seraphinite. This is what camerite looks like in its raw form. You can see the purple is much duller. And here are some images of camerite growing in its little clusters. Kunzite. Doing a quick Google search of kunzite, a lot of images of a pinkish lilac type color will come up first. But kunzite does come in this really nice lavender, pale purple as well. In my last video, I went more into detail about kunzite because when you look up kunzite, sometimes hiddenite can be attached to it, or kunzite and hiddenite can be growing together. So I suggest just watching my last video to get more information about the kunzite/hiddenite, or just simply going to this website about it, because this website has a lot of really good information about breaking down the two. Labradorite is known for having a really nice greenish bluish flash, but I want to specifically talk about the labradorite with the purple pinkish flash to it. So the images on the left, there's some pink purple, but you can also see some yellow, blue and green shining through. But overall it has more of that purple lilac vibe to it. The images to the right is labradorite raw, and you can still see a little bit of flash to it. Lavender moon quartz are also known as lavender quartz. There's a lot of debate online because people don't know if lavender quartz is real or if it's fake or if it's been chemically enhanced. CrystalWholesaleUSA.com is saying that they get their lavender moon quartz from one specific mine in northern Brazil. Here are some images of lavender quartz that might be considered a lower quality. The image all the way to the left, even though light can still pass through it, you can still see all the little inclusions and the cracks within the crystal. And then the other images on the right, those are just more opaque. But overall, these types of lavender quartz are still very pretty. Here are some examples of our higher quality lavender quartz. They're more higher quality because they're very translucent and they're more ideal for jewelry. Here are some images of lepidolite polished. These are some images of lepidolite raw. This next crystal is iowate. Manganese with sugilite. Manganese is a black mineral and the sugilite itself is a purple mineral. Here's some more really good examples of manganese with sugilite. I was also able to find a good specimen of sugilite and richerite growing together. This is purple moissanite, but moissanite can also be clear and is also compared to a diamond but being a more affordable alternative. Moissanite is mostly used in jewelry. It doesn't grow in a cluster like an amethyst. It's mostly found on little deposits, so that's why it's on the more expensive side. Moissanite can also come in different shades of gray, green, gold, brown, blue, pink, and yellow. The website gemstones.com is saying that Henry Moissan was the first one to discover moissanite, and at first he thought it was diamonds, but later discovered that it wasn't. When he first discovered the crystals, they were actually in a meteorite, and it wasn't until 1950 that there was no other natural occurring moissanite found. So that is why a majority of the moissanite on the market right now are going to be lab created. The website Dragon Moon is also selling a man-made version of moissanite. You can see it's not very transparent or very gem grade. It has a completely different texture than what we were seeing earlier. So I don't know if they're just using this name moissanite, or this chemical compound or chemical makeup is similar to moissanite. They were just able to make it look different. And then obviously a rainbow effect or an aura effect has been added to it as well. Mystic Topaz. Mystic Topaz is lab created. There is no natural version of this. It is still a very pretty gem though. I like that there's some color shifting and some rainbow effect to it. Miserite. The image from John Betts FindMinerals.com shows miserite growing on the matrix or the host rock. And the image all the way to the right is from mindat.org, and here's another really good example of miserite growing on the host rock. Here is some miserite growing on some wollastonite. Muscovite. Muscovite is also known as mica. Muscovite is mostly known for being a whitish, silvery, or champagne color, but it can also come in purple.